over-the-shoulder book review of All Authority by author Ron Craig.
Authority being the most sought-after commodity in the modern world, it is also the most misunderstood subject around the globe, even in the church. Worse, it is the most abused commodity on this planet, even in many churches. Authority abuse naturally results from authority misunderstanding, so we need wisdom. Hence this timely book, All Authority in Heaven and on Earth. This work explains authority from the biblical perspective because God's Word informs us about the godly origin of authority and tells us how authority has been abused since the fall of man. Most of this fallen world's inhabitants do not want to understand authority. They just want to get as much authority as they can so they can use it for their own selfish purposes. Actually, those who are lost cannot understand authority. They just know that authority may be used to take advantage of others. The greater the authority, the greater the advantage. And one has to use his or her authority on others before they use theirs on them. That is the world's fallen mindset. God invested authority in the human race. Thus, the more human beings there are on the planet, the more authority there is in this world. But this world being a fallen world, and the Bible prophesying that people will become more and more evil toward the end time, 2 Timothy 3:13, do not be surprised at seeing more and more abuse of authority in years to come. Thus, especially Christians need to have a biblical grasp on the subjects of authority, why authority was given us in the first place, its God-intended purpose. This book goes into detail on the history of authority, from its roots to its abuse, and how Christ has given the church a biblical understanding of authority and its proper use. A primary lesson learned in this book is that the devil neither owns nor controls authority, nor anything else. His strategy is to control through deception people who wield authority. Satan owning nothing himself, he persuades people to abuse what God created to achieve his agenda of stealing, killing, and destroying. The devil uses those who have more authority to control those who have less authority. The lack of scriptural knowledge of authority being a major drawback in both God's church and the world, then an accurate biblical understanding of authority should help address at least some of the problems in both the church and the world. And that is what this book is all about. The accurate knowledge and use of God-given authority breaks the devil's strongholds in people's lives. Thus, authority is essential in carrying out the Great Commission God gave the church, and this book provides that information on authority. For more information about this and other books by this author, go to www.livingwayfellowshiponline.org.